Earlier this year, I visited India. This is the third in a series of videos in which I show you what I get up to, and spoiler alert, this one features tigers. So we decided to visit Bandhavgarh National Park, which is a little way out of the way if you're visiting Rajasthan. It has the highest concentration of tigers per area for any national park in India. So if you're going to see a tiger, Bandhavgarh is probably the place you're going to see it. Not to downplay other national parks, Ranthambore is much closer to Rajasthan, and we met some people who had a great time spotting tigers in Ranthambore on their journey. So as you can see, on our first safari we saw loads of amazing wildlife, including this super majestic peacock. I can't believe I got this shot. And then just as we were pulled up, we found a tree with these deep scratch marks that had been left by a tiger, which was so exciting. The tensions were high as we spotted this family of warthogs just chilling by the side of the road, and then this majestic deer sprinting through the grass. And then we stumbled across fresh tracks. This was so exciting. The whole jeep was abuzz. It was, yeah, we were all on edge hoping to spot a tiger. Here's another casual peacock just displaying there, which was super cool. And this amazing deer that only had one antler. Yeah, there's loads of fantastic wildlife and incredible scenery in Bandhavgarh, especially from a jeep. Yeah, the views were just absolutely stunning. Unfortunately, on our first safari we didn't see any tigers, but as dusk fell, suddenly the cry went up, "Leopard!" No, it's just stopped working. So yeah, I've only got these photos because my camera wouldn't focus, but that was crazy. Leopards usually stay up at the top of the mountains, very rarely come down anywhere near civilization, so we were so lucky to see one. Due to a booking mix-up, we were in a canter for one of our next safaris, which I don't recommend because they're really loud and you can't really see anything. Always try and make sure that you have booked a jeep because you've got the best chance of spotting a tiger. So we were a bit worried on our fourth and theoretically final safari when suddenly we saw a lot of jeeps.
And now it's plonked its head down facing.
We'd kind of resigned ourselves to not seeing a tiger, so finally seeing one on what was supposed to be our last safari of the trip was just incredible. My hands were shaking so much watching this majestic female chill out by the lake. I can't even explain how excited I was to spot this. We were so lucky. Her absolutely massive jaws. Oh my gosh, and those teeth. It was just insane to see this in real life. And then all of a sudden she got up and moved and came right past our jeep. You can tell how much my hands were shaking. She was about 2 meters away from us. I couldn't believe it. My heart was pounding. It was just incredible. She casually lounged past us and leapt up into this tree. This was just, I mean, all the jeeps went absolutely nuts. It was incredible. We watched her for about 40 minutes and then she just casually sidled away. It's so crazy to me that these are shots that I filmed and that I was able to see this. The memory is just going to be seared into my brain forever. I feel so lucky to have seen this. So, unsurprisingly, when we got back to our hotel and they asked if we were interested in a slot on an early morning safari in the same zone, Tala, we immediately said yes and went to sleep with smiles on our faces looking forward to the next morning. So on the morning safari there were a lot of mahouts about, which are the men that look after elephants. I believe that they use the elephants to kind of hunt out where the tigers are, and as you can see we saw another paw print. It was a beautiful morning, very quiet. The elephants were very friendly. One of them snaked his trunk into our jeep to say hello. And before long, the cry of tiger, tiger went up in these kind of like hushed but loud whispers. And then I was looking around desperately, and then there was another tiger. Out of this world. This tiger was just, fairly, well, I don't want to say confident. He was roaring at us a bit, but again, obviously all the jeeps got word and followed us around. But you can see how well the stripes camouflage him. We were so close. There just aren't really any words for seeing a tiger in the wild. It's such a privilege. And one I'm definitely glad I'd invested in a zoom lens for. So I believe this was a second tiger. This one was very nervous, was not keen on the jeeps, and ended up kind of snarling at us as he walked past. You can see here all of the jeeps desperate for that last shot of the tiger, following him as he padded his way back to his natural habitat. Finally, on our way back to the entrance, just our jeep and the Indian couple we were with stumbled across these two male tiger cub brothers. This was such a privilege to see. They were obviously shy and not used to the jeeps, and it was an amazing end to my safari experience. So coming up next, we've got a beautiful houseboat in Kerala. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and stick around. Let me know what you would like to see next.